Welcome to the Redirect Podcast. My name is Abigail Freshley.
And I'm Emily Rojas. The Redirect Podcast is a show where we shift the conversation back to books. We discuss themes from some of our favorite books and how those themes show up in our real lived experiences.
On today's episode, we're getting you ready for the summer with our 2025 beach reads.
But first, before we get into that, we would love if you would support the show if you like it in a few simple ways. First, you can go on Apple Podcasts or Spotify and leave us a 5-star review to let us know that you love the show.
You can also follow us on Instagram and Blue Sky at Redirect Podcast. And if you really, really love the show, feel free to share it with a friend. We have some new friends here following the pod. Share it with your friends. It's by far the best way to help us grow our community of book-loving nerds. And tell us what you'd be interested in hearing this summer.
Yeah.
Always open to ideas.
Wide open spaces, you know? We love to hear from you guys and what you want us to talk about. So
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, let's go.
Well, today's episode is very timely for me because I literally went to the beach for the first time this year this morning because I was telling you before we hit record, there's like a crazy heat wave happening. Like it never gets this hot.
Yeah.
This early in the summer. Summer in LA, I feel like doesn't even really kick off until like the middle of July.
Right.
But it's really hot. So we decided, and at the beach, it's like 20 degrees cooler.
Nice.
The high at the beach today is like 75. So
love it.
we had to get out and we brought our puppy.
Oh, did she do good?
She loved it. We were really worried because puppies, like when they're 7 to 9 months old, and she's 7 months now, go through like a second fear period where they get really spooked by stuff. And so like, for instance, we'll be like walking on the sidewalk and they'll be like, someone's garbage can is like turned over on its side.
Yeah.
And she's like freaking out. She's like scared, like jumping back. So we thought she might be really scared at the ocean, but she wasn't at all. She was running around. She ran in the water a little bit. She was digging like crazy. She was just digging a lot of holes. She would just like lock in on one area and like dig and then be like, okay, 2 feet over, dig.
Check what's over here.
Unfortunately, so there's only a few dog beaches in LA. Most LA beaches are not dog friendly. Obviously, we went to a dog friendly one, but none of the other dogs wanted to play with her. She wants all she wants in life, truly, is to have another dog to play with.
Yeah.
She loves playing with other dogs, and all the other dogs were like, you're kind of like, they didn't want to play with the puppy, which
I'm
I
here
get.
to chill.
I get. They're like, I just kind of want to lay on the blanket with my mom, or probably more likely, I really just want my mom to throw me my ball, and I really just don't want to play with you. Yeah, this is an independent activity. Yeah, and so she was really sad about that. Yeah, so she kept like going up to dogs, and they kept being like. Anyways, so it was good. Great. And I didn't do any reading, of course, because we were just with the dog the whole time. Yeah. And it was just like running around playing, that kind of thing. But it was great. And it's beach season.
So it put you in the mindset, is what we're saying.
It put me in the mindset. I was like, what would I be reading if I was here?
Yeah, if I was reading.
Because this is my thing. And I typed this in our outline, so you've seen it. The beach is a closed ecosystem. Yeah. And what you read in that realm does not impact other realms. Like... It's a different place. You go to the beach and you're not in America anymore. Or maybe you are, but you're just like, it's a different place. Don't you know what I mean?
It's like international waters.
Exactly.
It's like
an airport.
Yeah. If you
airport.
get drunk at 8 a.m. at an airport, that's okay.
Closed ecosystem.
You're not an alcoholic. It doesn't
count. You can
count.
eat or drink anything at any time
and
in an
spend
airport.
any amount of money. It doesn't count.
It doesn't count for everything else.
Exactly.
You can buy unlimited merch, books.
Yeah.
Like shitty pieces of pizza.
Real.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not real. And that's what the beach is. It's not real.
Totally. Yeah. Totally agree. Absolutely.
You got it.
Yeah. And you also need to have, I think, like, it's like you have to curate a specific vibe when you are reading on the beach or like just in the summer months in general, but especially on the beach because it's like, you know, you really want to lock into something. You want something, but that's not going to challenge you too much, but that's going to like help you pass the day away.
Right. Because also your body, like, I don't know about you, but for me, when I'm not at the beach with a puppy, I'm like sitting under the umbrella, absolutely no sun touching me.
No.
I have fabric, hats, and sunscreen covering every inch of my body.
Absolutely.
I'm under the thing and I have a cold drink. Yeah. And I have a book and my body gets really heavy and I just like get really, so it can't be like,
it's like hypnotic.
It can't be too much of a slog.
No.
Right?
No.
It just needs to be like,
Yes.
But I
also can crush a lot of books at the beach. Like, I don't know what it is, but I can read like a book a day at the beach. You know what I mean? Like, I can just whip through those things. So it's also good if it's like kind of short because you start to feel really accomplished, I think. Because you're like, yeah, I just knocked out 5 books this week sitting on the beach or on the balcony or whatever. Yeah.
Exactly.
Totally.
Also, sometimes at the beach, I don't really love like chit-chatting that much.
Oh, no. And don't play your music.
And don't play your music.
Yeah.
I need to go to a seniors beach. I need to go.
Yes.
I need to go to a beach. This is so great. So like a little lore. Emily's grandparents had this condo, which now your parents have, at the beach. And so we would go like once a year or something like that for a weekend. Yeah. And it was like a grandparents condo. So it was just a bunch of olds that owned condos. And the beach out by this condo was just a bunch of old people.
Yeah. Honestly, or no one at all. Yeah.
Elite. I want you guys to be quiet.
Yes. No freaking, what do they call it? Spike ball.
Yeah.
No Bluetooth speakers. I don't want any of that when I'm at the beach. I don't want kids. I don't want teens. I don't want young adults.
I will say the one thing I will accept. So obviously I just said I went to a dog beach. Only bring your dog to a dog beach. This is where all the dogs are going to be hanging out.
Right.
Don't ruin someone's time by bringing your dog to a regular beach.
Yeah.
There is a guy who pushes an ice cream cart down the beach at my beach, and that is amazing.
That's like, accepted. Yes.
A pineapple popsicle in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Now you're talking. Yeah.
An icy cold LaCroix.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
PB&J, ice cold LaCroix. Bag of Doritos. What else could you want?
So good.
That sounds so good. Okay.
By the way, do you have any plans to go to the beach this summer?
Not yet. I want to. I've been talking with my friend Allie about doing like a reading weekend.
Fun.
Like when Eric's gone sometime. But it's really hard to coordinate because my parents obviously rent out the condo and then like knowing when Eric's going to be traveling. So I don't know. If it works out, if the fates align, yes, I would love to go to the beach, but
maybe at least some pool reading.
Yeah, pool, outside time, something, airplane.
Okay. Yeah, you're coming to see me.
I know, so that's good enough.
Yeah.
To me, the airplane is the same as the beach. The books I want to read are the same.
Airplane, airport, beach,
all the
pool.
same kind of books. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
so,
totally.
I'll get there.
Okay, well. Let's get into it. We've talked about what we want in a beach read. Maybe what do we not want in a beach read? What do you not want?
Nothing lame. Nothing that's like, oh, I would have read this in school. You know, like no classics, no like challenging books, nothing boring, nothing nonfiction, nothing
I would
that's
say
going to teach me something.
Nothing nonfiction unless it's a salacious memoir.
Yes. But nothing like self-help or
a juicy memoir fits.
Yeah, that's fine. So just nothing like that. Nothing lame. Nothing like last time we did this, which was like 2 years ago, I think I said 3-star books, you know, like that's what I want is something, like mid, but good. Like popcorn, you know, just something to fill me up, but not nourish me in any way. That's what I want. Yeah, totally.
Heard. Yeah, I think for me, similar thing. If there's anything I don't want, I need the book to be, so I don't want anything too short or too long. I want the book to be around 250 to 300 pages.
Yeah, that's real. Yeah.
I think that's a good length. I want it to be a paperback.
Yes. No hardbacks at the beach.
No hardbacks, and Kindle is maybe if I have to.
Yeah,
but it's like too much sand. And blah.
Yeah, it's risky. Kindle's fine if you're like you're inside or you're on a balcony looking at the beach. But yeah, if you're gonna be on the beach, it's got to be a paperback. Probably one that I've like got secondhand or someone lent to me. Or like I found in the condo. You know?
Yeah, it's a book that lives at the beach house. Oh my god, a lot of Nicholas Sparks.
Yeah,
a lot of Nora Roberts. A lot of Danielle Steele.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. Side note: when Emily and we recently shared a VRBO for our friend Emma's wedding, and the books that they had on their bookshelf.
Oh god,
it was like they had the DSM. the VRBO. They had the DSM. They had all these books about like Christian couples counseling. And then this book about like how men
from the brink.
Yeah, how to save your marriage from the brink, and then like how men can please women. It was crazy. It was insane. And then they also had like Pilgrim's Progress.
It was like, hey, you guys need to clean this up. Like,
this is not VRBO material.
And some of it was like, this is like, it was like children of like emotionally immature parents, like healing from infidelity. It seemed like they were probably like, they were like married marriage counselors or something. Like, but it was very jarring. And you're like, people are renting this, you know, like, can you imagine? Like, we're here for a wedding.
It was it told a story.
It's so crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah.
So if you have a VRBO or an Airbnb, like maybe don't put your personal book collection.
Totally.
Just fill it up with whatever you can find at Goodwill, you know?
Totally.
That's what we want. Yeah. Ugh.
Okay. So, do you want to kick it off? Or you want me to kick it off?
I can kick it off if you want.
Sure.
So I did, instead of like, well, I do have specific book recommendations, but I just am doing 3 general categories. Okay.
Okay.
And things that fit into those categories. So the first one is like, you want to pick the tropiest romance that you enjoy. Find your niche, whatever that is. Okay. Like for me right now, it's hockey romance. So I have some recommendations in there. But also I wanted to say like road trip is a really good niche, which we have. I think I'm recommending some things that I think were on the lost episode that never released and the audio got deleted. But I recently read this book, You with a View by Jessica Joyce. That was like 2 people taking their grandpa on this, not their shared grandpa, but one of their grandpas, and then this girl on a road trip across like the Western, you know, United States. And then also we both really like and have talked about Here We Go Again.
Here We Go Again is a great beach book.
We love that book.
It is a crier.
It's a crier, but it's like a solid paperback. But I'm just saying, find your trope that you like. Again, for me, it is hockey romance. So I'm recommending these 2 that I talked about on that last episode, which was Gravity and the Other Side of the Story by Bauer. It's like a duology. They kind of, you don't have to read them in that order, but, you know, it's fun if you do. But the thing about these like extremely tropey romances, number one, if you get a 1 month free trial of Kindle Unlimited, you can just lock in and read like the most trashy or enjoyable or like mid romances on a trope, like infinite. There's an infinite amount. If you go on Kindle Unlimited right now and search like hockey romance, or we were talking about, are we going to get into cowboy romances, or like you want, some people are really into the mafia romance. I don't get that. I'm never going to get into that respectfully, but that might be for you. Maybe you like a billionaire romance. I think that's a big one. Anyways, you can find a million of those. And the thing about those authors too is they'll always write like a 10-book series where like, you know, one character from one, like a side character, and then they're the main character, and then, you know. Anyway, so I just think like whatever your trope is, find it. Just like go within yourself, you know, do a seance, speak to the other side, find that trope that's going to connect for you, and then lock in and read like 20 books in that trope. That should be your beach read.
That's a good idea. You know, that's a really good recommendation.
Thank you. Thank you.
Like that.
Yeah, because I just feel like, you know, like once you find something that you like, you can sit and read a million books on the beach that are basically the same. And so, yeah, just find whatever that is for you.
And like even more fun part, you'll always look back on that trip and be like, I associate that with hockey.
Maybe like hockey's not the one. Hockey to me is like a wintry thing, you know, but, for the beach.
Here's an example of that, but kind of in like a messed up way. When I was like 17, my family went to Seaside.
Sure.
And for some reason, I read This Present Darkness by Frank Peretti at the beach.
That's wild.
And now I will always associate Seaside, Florida with the demon book, This Present Darkness. It was crazy.
That's crazy. I read last year, I went to the beach and I read The Will of the Many at the beach, which did take me almost like, that was the whole time book. But I wasn't like, it was in the fall, so it wasn't like going and sitting on the beach. I was more like just on the balcony. And yeah, I always think about the beach when I think about The Will of the Many. Yeah, it's just when you you can really, you know, place an association. So yeah, that could be your thing.
Yeah.
Also, like, honestly, get into fan fiction at the beach. Why not? That's
a
best
really
way to
good
find
point.
your tropes.
That's a
or
really
just
good
during the
point.
summer, like those are summer reads. So
Find your fandom.
yeah, find your fandom, find your
The other day,
tropes.
Emily said to me, you said fandom will save us. And I think that's true.
I think it's true.
I want a tattoo of that on my wrist.
You need like to be obsessed with something fake, honestly, and it will make your life better. If you haven't tried it, if you haven't tried being a fan girl, honestly,
Why try drugs when you
non-gendered-
could try
yeah,
fandom?
gender neutral fangirl. Like, just try it, because if you have a little bit of an obsession with something, and then all of a sudden every little TikTok is an edit to a show or a movie or a fake world that you like, and then all like you see that fandom everywhere you look, and then you buy merch, and then you read fan fiction, and then you're on Tumblr and Pinterest, and like your whole life can be a little bit tinged with something you love.
Yes, you could see
could
something
be you.
normal that you could just see like a cake and be like, oh, Remus Lupin, you old so-and-so.
Exactly. Okay, what's your first recommendation?
Okay, before I get my first recommendation, I would like to remind everyone of the rules of the beach,
Yeah.
which are, it is
Nothing.
a closed
There are
ecosystem.
no
It is
rules.
a separate realm, and in it exists nothing else, okay?
Facts.
So I looked back on our last Beach Reads episode, and I recommended Ice Planet Barbarians by Ruby Dixon.
Correct.
And this time I'm recommending another work by Ruby Dixon called Bull Moon Rising.
Mm-hmm.
Bull Moon Rising is gonna be new for some of you. So
Yeah.
it is a Minotaur romance. And it's crazy. All right. It's crazy. And if you don't like really insane, crazy Minotaur smut, this
Yeah,
isn't for
like,
you.
pass.
But if you think you could be into that, the plot is also really good. It's about a girl who's like learning how to mine for artifacts to save her family, and the Minotaur is her coach, and there's like, it's like a marriage of convenience. Anyways, it's insane, but I think sometimes the beach can allow something insane to happen.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And so if you're going to read something insane,
this should be the place to do it.
and honestly, like, so I read this book because I was like, you know what? Hell yeah.
For the plot. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I liked Ice Planet Barbarians, unironically.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, all right, like, let's send it.
Why not? Yeah.
So then my friend Sarah read it, and my friend Sarah, like, she typically likes things that are a lot more like cerebral. She reads a lot of dystopian stuff, Octavia Butler. She read like the Wool series. Anyway, she gave it 4 stars, and she was like, unfortunately, I do have to give this book 4 stars because I would recommend it to a friend. So sorry, like, I do.
Yeah.
So
It
I'm
has
just
a
saying,
broad appeal.
it could
Yeah.
surprise and delight you.
Yeah.
And I think if you're gonna branch out and try something crazy and unhinged, the beach is a great place to do it.
Totally, totally. And I think, like, you know, have your like pina colada and read something crazy and just, you know, enjoy your life, be free.
I will say that, like, outside of the crazy romance, it does have a really good plot.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
like, there's like a whole adventure element, and like the heroine is like on a quest to save her family, and like, it's all really interesting. Like, there's a really good plot outside of the romance.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say.
Yeah. I believe in
Give
you.
it a shot.
Yeah.
All right. What's your second pick?
Okay, my second category is like, well, this is what I titled it: shitty mysteries. Like, just again, this kind of goes with the romance trope thing. It's like, you want this to be like, are these good? I don't know, but I'm going to lock in and read this entire thing and not be able to put it down, you know? So my pick for this one is The 5-Year Lie by Serena Bowen, who ironically writes a lot of romance, which I think tracks. And this is like, I think, her transition to trying to write a thriller. But I really like this. I think I talked about it when I read it originally on the pod. But basically, if you don't remember, or if you missed that episode, or if I'm making that up, this girl named Ariel, she was dating this guy named Drew for, like, they were super serious, they were in love, and one day he just disappeared. And turns out also she was pregnant with his child, but she never could tell him because he disappeared before she like found out and was able to tell him.
Oh, right. This is ringing bells. This is ringing bells.
Yes. And then 5 years pass and she gets a text on her phone that's from him that says, something's happened. I need to see you. Meet me under the candelabra tree ASAP.
Capital T.
And so, and she thought he was dead. Like someone, for some reason, like she had found out, I forget how, like either she found his obituary or something, but like he was supposed to be dead. And so she gets a text from him. And so then that like unfolds a series of events. So this is really good. Like I just love like a domestic thriller, a woman protagonist. There's like a added like romance story here kind of, because it's like there'll be flashbacks to like how they first met and everything. But yeah, I think books like this that are like really fast paced, mysterious. I always like them. I think I like mystery and romance for the same reason, because you know something happens or is going to happen or has happened, but you don't know how you're going to get there. And it's like, you want to keep turning the pages to find out like either how to solve the mystery or to see how these people are going to fall in love. And so I feel like they light up the same part of my brain of like, I can't put this down till like they kiss or until like the mystery is revealed. So anyways, I think if you are looking for something, find these like, you know, if you've never read like The Woman on the Train, The Woman in the Window, Gone Girl, like if you've never read any of these, this is your time to do it, because like, yeah.
It's a formulaic mystery.
A formulaic mid-tier mystery.
And it's going to keep you turning the pages. It's going to keep you out on the beach longer. This is what you need.
Yeah, and you're out in the sun, so you're not going to be scared, you know? You're not going to be like, oh, I'm afraid. Like, you're out in the sunshine. Just read something a little creepy, mysterious, and it's, like, really satisfying, too, when you find a good resolution at the end. You're like, okay, I did that. I read this, and I feel like all the loose ends are wrapped up, and now I'm ready to move on to the next thing. So.
Yeah, totally.
That's number 2. Yeah.
Good. I like that one.
Thank you.
Good rec. My second is categorized as tropical setting. So you're reading about someone being at the beach while you're at the beach. And for this, I will submit The Fake Boyfriend Fiasco by Talia Hibbert. This one, we have said many times, this is not new. If you're a new listener to our podcast, okay. We love Talia Hibbert. We would read anything she wrote.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with her. Did you hear she's writing a romantasy?
I think I've heard something about that. Did she post something about that recently?
I think so.
That sounds familiar. Yeah.
Anyways, I'll be sat for that. But this one is really fun because it's fake dating, obviously, from the title. But also, it is celebrity normal person. And it's all set at like this friend's weekend with like a lot of people around. And he needs a fake girlfriend to kind of help protect him from misunderstandings with other women or something like that. It's been a while since I read it.
Sure.
But of course they're in the same room. Of course there is sexual tension. Of course they fall in love. And, it's plus size representation, which is always really fun, especially because like the male main character is like a famous like football player, like soccer.
Oh.
So it's like, yeah, fat people also pull athletes.
Yeah.
So anyways, it's a lot of fun. It's definitely spicy, beach time, tropical setting. Like they're out on the beach, they're at the pool, they're in a beach house. Like it's fun. Read about what you're living. I think you would like that, and always support Talia Hibbert because she's our number one fave.
This is like one of very few Talia Hibbert books I haven't read, so it's on Kindle Unlimited, and I'm going to be reading it.
Yeah, you're gonna love it.
I just
you're gonna eat this shit up. Yeah,
I did not know it was Celebrity Normal Person. I would have read it a lot sooner if I had known that.
There's something about just the fantasy of like celebrity.
Yes,
and being like, you're the only one who understands me.
This is my favorite dynamic of all time in books. I want one person A, let's say, to be famous. I want person B to not be famous, but they're obsessed with person A. Like they had their poster on their wall. But then person A is the one that falls in love harder. That's what I want.
Yes.
Like then they're like, no, I'm obsessed with you. And that's what I want. I want that. And I'll eat it up every time.
It's so good.
So that's the best possible dynamic.
Yeah, great for the beach. Oh my gosh.
Okay, I'm locked in. I'm going to be reading.
All right, what's your next one?
Okay, well, I want to add on to that. I think I would recommend, this is not one of my recommendations, but beachy setting, people need to read The Pairing. Because I'm so up in arms lately about this. Obviously, we've talked about this at length on multiple episodes, and we did an entire episode about The Pairing, but I recently saw someone do a ranking of Casey McQuiston's books, and they put The Pairing last, and were, like, so mean to it, and
That's because they have no taste.
They have no taste, so you need to join us if you're out there listening. Read The Pairing. Join us in our crusade. This is how I feel about Happy Place, too. People need to stop shitting on the best books. So, yeah, but I really like The Pairing should be read during the summer. It should be read.
It's a summer book, yeah.
With, like, a bunch of grapes being fed to you, and, like, you're a little drunk
cheese
reading
board.
it. Yes, a cheese board. Yes. Okay. My last category is books that feel like a hot August day.
Okay.
I have no context for this, but when I think about these two books, they're both 5-star books I read. They feel like when you wake up in the morning and it's so hot outside and humid, and it like smells like summer. You know what I'm talking about? And you're like, it's not going to cool down at all. Like the night did nothing to cool me down. Number one is Chain Gang All Stars, which I've talked about on here before. So you guys need to go read that book. It just feels like the entire plot of the book happens in the summer. It's like sweaty and hot and like intense. And I think it's a good beach read, even though it is like a really heavy subject matter. So if you haven't heard me talk about this before, it's like, or if you're unaware of the book, it's, I just lost my train of thought. It's about a gladiator prison system where people on death row can choose to go and fight to the death for entertainment.
Yeah.
And if they work their way up through the system, they have the opportunity to be freed.
It's kind of like Trial of the Sun Queen.
It's a little similar, but
yeah.
way better. Respectfully. And it's not, there is a romantic element, but it's not like romance heavy. And so it follows these two women who are in a romantic relationship, but they're also both a part of the same chain in Chain Gang All Stars. And, you know, it's kind of devastating, but it's so good. I think in these times, it's probably even more relevant than ever. So that's my number one recommendation. The other one is called The Displacements. If I have talked about this, it's probably been a while. This one is about the first Category 6 hurricane. Very timely.
Hold on. You started this episode and you were like, no serious subject matter.
Yeah, I lied. No, here's the thing. I mean, when I think of serious subject matter, I mean like real life serious. But like, it can be serious if it's like incredibly gripping and...
Okay.
Like you know what I mean?
So
like, I want to be gripped.
You don't want to read about World War II.
Right. Okay. I don't want to read anything nonfiction that's going to educate me.
Got it. Okay.
But if it's like, I think both of these would be like speculative fiction. That category is fine with me. Where it's like, you know, like what would happen if this happened?
Makes sense.
Anyways, this one's about the first Category 6 hurricane hitting Florida. So that is self-explanatory. Like it's storm season and, you know, something I love about the beach is like, when you're there all day and then in the afternoon there's like a crazy thunderstorm that just dumps rain and you can just sit on the balcony and you're showered and you're clean and you can like read your book and like watch the rain come in. I just love that. So it's about, it kind of like, to me these books are written very similarly. They like switch perspectives, they take you through an event, and this one is similar. Like it's multiple perspectives of people either fleeing the storm or evacuating or like their homes are destroyed, dealing with like resettlement camps. And it's really, really good. I think I would highly recommend this as well. And these just both to me feel like a hot August day. So The Displacements and Chain Gang All Stars, I think. If you are someone who doesn't want to read something trashy on the beach, which I can't relate, but I think these two were both 5-star reads, incredibly well written, but still like will grip you and feel like, you know, you can fly through it when you're sitting on the beach. So And think about if a Category 6 hurricane is hurling towards you as you sit and watch the ocean. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's it.
Only you would recommend that.
I know. But someone out there listening has the same taste as me, and they're going to really appreciate it.
They're going to get it, yeah.
Thank you. If you get it.
I might read that, but I might read that book at home in the summer, but not
yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay. My last book, the category is reliable, faithful beach read, and that is Funny Story by Emily Henry.
Excellent.
I am biased towards this because I just finished a reread of this yesterday. As I told you, I think off the podcast, I'm going to be doing a reread of Emily Henry Universe because I've read them as they've come out. And so it's been over the last 5 years.
Right.
So really comparing them has been difficult. And also I needed something to get me out of a reading slump. And so I just reread Funny Story. And it is set at a beach. It's set on Lake Michigan, but it's such beachy vibes. There's a literal beach. There's boat rides.
Yes.
There is fireworks and ice cream cones, food trucks. It is just the most vacation-y vibes with the best characters, the sweetest, just picturesque lavender farm type. It's just lovely.
It is.
It's so good. And I love the male main character in that book.
Yes.
You'll totally absorb into this if you read this on the beach. It's so good.
Emily Henry is a faithful. I'm doing a Happy Place reread right now. I'm trying to parcel my way through it. Go slow. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think to me also not on the same caliber necessarily, but Ellen Hildebrand's another where you're you can just pick up one of her books on the beach and you know what you're getting and you know it's going to be pretty good and reliable, Yeah. So the reliability of Emily Henry.
Safe. This is your safety backup choice. Yeah. If none of these, if everything you've heard so far sounds like a little bit of a risk to you, then let's wrap up this episode with
Emily Henry. Yeah.
One that's definitely going to hit. I can almost guarantee it for you.
Yeah.
I feel even people who inconsistently like Emily Henry love this book.
Yeah, I think Funny Story, this was also something we talked about on our last episode. The Funny Story is the unifier. Because I see people as people we meet on vacation, happy place, polarizing on one side. Book lovers, beach read are polarizing on another side. But I feel everyone unites over Funny Story and liking it.
We are going to save. I also reread People We Meet on Vacation. I'm saving that because we're going to do an episode on that book before the Netflix movie comes out.
Yeah.
But
I can't wait.
The little teaser treat of my thoughts about it is not as I thought it held up pretty well. I liked it.
Yeah. I think people just don't like friends to lovers or second chance romance, which are my two favorite tropes. Yeah. But I think people like people to meet and instantly feel connection and don't necessarily like it when people have to grow it over time or they have to grow up separately first. That's my take on why people don't like People We Meet on Vacation.
Interesting.
And Happy Place. And the pairing.
Rude.
Leave these people alone, Yeah. Stop it. Anyways, so yeah. Great. Love it.
All right. Have you read anything recently that's of note?
Yes. I have so much to talk about.
Okay, great.
Should I say I really want to talk about why I didn't like a book first? Should I do that first?
Sure.
Okay. I feel end on a more positive note. Okay, so I read The Rom-Commers by Catherine Center. Would you like me to not spoil you? Or
I'm not going to read it.
Okay, great.
After hearing that you just didn't like it, I'm
I don't think you would like it. I'm a big Catherine Center fan. I say that, but I've only ever read The Bodyguard. So. But I really like The Bodyguard.
I read the face blindness one.
I thought
it was okay.
Okay, I thought this was okay.
The other thing about Catherine Center is, and there's nothing wrong with this, it's closed door romance.
Yes.
So everything else needs to be really good.
That's, I think, the problem. I think you can't have it both ways. There are people who over rely on sex and smut to convey that people are into each other.
Yeah.
So if you're not going to use that, which that's fine, you have to show me that people are into each other with their actions and their thoughts and their feelings and their words. So anyways, this follows Emma Wheeler, and she is a writer. She loves rom-coms more than anything. And she has kind of like put her life on hold because her dad had a debilitating accident. And he's okay, but like he has some long-term chronic health problems and can't be left alone, has to be taken care of. So she has a younger sister who like has been able to follow her dreams and live her life, and she's like, you know, put her life on hold or whatever. So there's supposedly some animosity there. But she gets this opportunity from her high school boyfriend who ended up being gay, so now they're just really good friends. He calls her and is like, hey, I'm the manager for Charlie. He's like a manager in LA. He's like, I manage Charlie Yates, who's this like famous screenwriter. And he has to write a rom-com, but he wrote a script and it's horrible. And so you have to come out here and fix it, like work with him and fix it. So she goes out there. Charlie doesn't know she's coming. This was like a complete elaborate scheme by her friend because Charlie's like has writer's block because he got cancer and then his wife left him on the same day, which is really shitty. And so he can't write anything and he doesn't like rom-coms.
This is getting so suspiciously like just dump everything.
Convoluted. It gets worse. Okay. Let me just
dump every plot thing you could think of.
Yes. So because he didn't know she's coming, he's like really genuinely very mean and says like, you're a failed, right? Like you're nobody. I'm better than you. Like I'm an amazing writer. I'm like super famous. You suck. And she hears all this and she's like sad. She's like, I'm going to convince you that love is real and that rom-coms are good. So then they start working together on this. He agrees because she convinces him, I guess. They fall in love allegedly. There's so many things that happen. Then her dad has an accident. She flies back home and she like tries to come on to him multiple times and he keeps turning her down. And he, throughout the course of this book, multiple times says more mean things about her. Like even as they're working together and becoming friends and like he's taking her advice. And so then the end comes and he's like, oh, I was actually just pushing you away because I thought my cancer had come back. But it turns out I just had bronchitis and they got the scans mixed up. And like, so now we can be in love and, whatever. It was really just stupid because he was like, I don't want to die on you, basically, and like put you through that. Okay. So that's why I was a jerk.
That's
stupid. And then
that is stupid.
The grand romantic gesture. This is my biggest grief. So they spent 6 weeks working on this rom-com script that she's like, it's like a remake of an old, it would be like redoing Sleepless in Seattle or something, like an iconic movie that she's obsessed with. And so they spend 6 weeks working on it. They almost finish it before she has to like flee to go help her dad. Then his like grand romantic gesture is he's like, hey, we sold a movie script together. And she's like, oh, the movie we've been working on for 6 weeks. He's like, well, he doesn't even say this directly, but through her friend, he's like, no, look. And he has written a rom-com based on them falling in love. So it's like two screenwriters.
That's not romantic.
No, and her name's on the script, so he's like, congratulations, like, you sold a script. But it's like, she didn't write this. Like, she spent 6 weeks working on something.
She worked on this other thing. That's, like, I would, like...
Crazy. No, it was so bad to me. Anyways, I posted on my Instagram story, and someone else DM'd me and said, like, I hated it, but I didn't realize I hated it until I finished it. I was like, yeah, that's exactly how I felt, because through the time reading it, I'm like, this is okay, I guess. I don't like how he's constantly being a jerk. Whatever. So if you are out there and you also hated this, please DM me. It was not great. And it was like, also she was trying this thing where the narration would like break the third wall a lot, or the fourth wall, which is really hard to do. Like, really hard to do. And it was not done well in my opinion. It was like, just didn't like it. Sorry, Catherine Center, but I was not a fan. Okay. Here's my 5-star book.
Okay.
Okay.
Excited.
I read This Is How It Always Is by Lori Frankel. Have you heard of this?
Oh, I have heard about this. Okay, but keep talking.
In a good way or a bad way? I'm scared.
In a good way, I think.
Okay.
This Is How It Always Is. Okay.
Yes. I've definitely seen this around a lot. It was published in 2017, so it's older, but I had not read it. Okay, so this basically follows a family. It just follows a family. They have 5 children, the parents, Rosie and Penn. Rosie is a doctor in the emergency room, and Penn is an aspiring writer. He's like constantly working on his novel, but he also raises the kids, you know, and he's very soft and sweet, and she's very like ambitious, and they just have a really lovely relationship. They have 5 children. All of them are boys. And their youngest child is born a boy, but pretty quickly in his life begins to communicate to their parents that he is not a boy, he's a girl. And so it's about raising a transgender child. The pronouns for the child's name is Claude, and then later goes by Poppy. The pronouns kind of switch back and forth, but I'll say she. And Poppy, and she grows up, and it follows that it starts like telling you how Rosie and Penn first fell in love, how they had these kids, and it goes all the way until Poppy is like in middle school. So there's some time jumps in there. I just like, I really love this book. For a second, this is one of those books that's so good where you're like, oh, like, would it be kind of cool to have 5 kids? No. That's the answer. No. But like, the family is so beautiful. Like, even when they have like problems, it's so beautiful. And I think like in my mind, I would have probably said before reading this book that there are just 2 types of people who end up having kids who are transgender or gender nonconforming. And like, some people are going to be horrible and they're not going to accept their kid. And then some people are going to be great and they're going to accept their kid. And like that's it. That's the binary that exists. And this was like, hey, there are actually people who are really accepting and really loving and want to like support their kid and still do the wrong thing sometimes. And like, nobody knows how to handle something like this. And every kid is different. And so like, for example, when, Poppy first starts like wearing dresses to school, at that point, you know, she's 5 years old. She's not saying like, hey, I'm a girl. Like, I want to go by she, her pronouns. And so the parents are like, yeah, sure. Wear your dress to school. Grow your hair long. Like, I don't care. And the school's like, oh, we're very accepting. We're super accepting. But like, which bathroom are they going to use? And like, is it a boy or a girl? Like, which one? You have to pick one. And the parents are like, oh, okay. We didn't know we had to like pick, you know, this is just our kid. And just like the countless decisions that you would have to make for any kid, not just like if they're transgender, but like sometimes kids have other medically complex needs or like, you know, they have learning disabilities, like that you as a parent have to make decisions that might impact their entire life. And they aren't old enough to understand the implications necessarily. And like, you're just trying to do the best you can. So I thought the story was really lovely. It was very moving. It doesn't like end. It just kind of like takes you through their life, and, you know, it ends midway in their life. And like, you just get a glimpse into this family, how it impacts all the other kids. And it's just a really, I will say.
Yeah, it sounds super nuanced and informed by real lived experience.
It is. I will say like number one of the number one things, I feel like not a lot of people know how to write like a relationship that's already existing. And I just thought the love story with Rosie and Penn, the parents, is like one of the more moving parts of this book. Like, they go through, there are things where they disagree on how to handle something. And there are times when like they're clinging to each other because they don't know what to do. And like, just the journey that they go on is really nice. And like you said, the author does have a transgender child. So, Lori, she said, like, this is not my child's story. It's not like autobiography, but like, you know, it's informed by her experience. And I did look because I was like, you know, sometimes like I see this sometimes with like autism community where it's like the parents are making it all about them. And then the actual autistic child is like, hey, that's not my experience at all. Or like, you're making this by yourself. So I tried to find like as many transgender adult reviews as I could, and everything I saw was really positive, like that this is a great reflection of you know, a transgender child and their experience. And I don't know, it was very moving. I would really recommend it. It's also on Kindle Unlimited, so you can read it if you are like me and you get 1 month and you're trying to like defraud Jeff Bezos. So you can read this. But yeah, it was really, really good. I like, it was an easy 5 stars. Like, I couldn't stop reading it. I don't know.
That's really amazing. Sounds really good. And it sounds like it is avoiding the thing that you want to avoid, which is like being prescriptive or like putting people in boxes based on their identity. It sounds like it was a nuanced experience and showed lots of different perspectives.
Yeah, there's a part, sorry, I'm gonna talk a little more. There's a part where the mother, who's a doctor, Rosie, she has the opportunity to go to Thailand for to do some like medical work over there, and she brings Poppy with her because there's like some other stuff going on, like difficult things, and Poppy sees, like, in Thailand is pretty known, there's like a little bit more nuance when it comes to gender expression, and so there's like a bathroom that Poppy sees that has like a half male figure and a half female figure on it. And it's just like a really, I don't know, like subtly profound moment where it's like, hey, like maybe I don't have to be one or the other. Or like I don't have, like I'm a kid. I don't have to like fully decide my life, but I can just be who I am. And like there are people who will accept me, even if it's not one, like even if I'm not necessarily a girl, like the kind of girl everyone thinks I would be, or a boy like everyone thinks I would be. I can just be Poppy. I can be myself. So I don't know. There's so many things in this. I could talk about it forever. So I really want everyone to read it and talk to me about it because it's really good. So yeah.
Okay. I'll put it on my list. I'll put it on my list.
Please do. Please do. Okay. That's it. Also, I have to say, last thing. I am scared that our tastes are diverging because I have started Heated Rivalry against your advice, and I really like it.
Oh no. So. Okay.
Anyways, I'm like 25% through and I'm really enjoying it. So I'm sorry. I'm scared because this is like too many things happening in a row.
Where I'm quitting books that you recommended.
So I won't recommend it to you, obviously, because
I mean, okay, so Trial of the Sun Queen.
Yeah.
I liked it. I thought it was good.
Yeah.
I just didn't, I think what was missing for me is I finished that one. I quit the second one because I was just like, I don't feel like I'm connecting to the characters like that.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
But I generally liked it. What else did I quit that you recommended to me? Oh, Deep Cuts. Yeah. But that was, well, you get it. Sense. You get it. You get it.
I was wary about recommending that to you.
You get it. You like it or you don't. That's like it's a strong character. Yeah. So yeah, given that, I have quit a bunch of books recently. And I'm just wrapping up this book called Ariadne by Jennifer Saint, which is like a feminist retelling of the Greek mythology character Ariadne, who was the sister of the Minotaur, the daughter of King Minos. She got like jilted by the hero Theseus, and she ended up marrying Dionysus. It's all right. Like, I'm not quitting it. It's interesting. Yeah. I liked it. But like, it didn't do me like that. You know what I mean? So, I am about to follow up with me next time because I do have a cowboy romance slated.
Okay. Please.
And I just picked that one series that I see the covers for all the time.
Yeah. I already know what you're talking about.
This one?
Yep.
Done and Dusted.
I see enough to know what you're talking about.
Done and Dusted by Lila Sage.
Yep.
And if I don't love this one, I am going to stop it and then pick up this other series that's like very popular cowboy romance. If you don't follow me on Blue Sky, which you should, I'm at Fabigail on Blue Sky. Or maybe, is that what I am on Blue Sky? Hold up.
I think you are.
Yeah. No, I'm Fabigail 1. Follow me at Fabigail 1 on Blue Sky, but I was listening to like a country classics playlist and Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy came on, and there was something in my body that was just like activated, and I was like,
yeah.
I saddle up my horse and I ride into the city. So anyways, I'm reading a cowboy romance, and I think that's going to be like,
I think that's going to hit
a moment for me.
That's a summer reading.
That's a summer reading journey.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I'm going to continue rereading Emily Henry.
Yeah. As you should.
And hopefully I have some of those good things coming up. But maybe I just give your recommendation some room to breathe.
I know. I'm not even recommending anything to you now. I know. I'm scared.
No, don't be scared. Don't be scared. I respect your opinions and I really generally like your taste. But I don't know. I think maybe just the things you're looking for right now and things I'm looking for right now are not
maybe they're just
hitting.
Diverging. Yeah.
But hey, that makes our content more interesting.
Yeah, let's argue some more.
Okay. Have you started Careless People?
No.
Okay.
No, I haven't got there yet. No. I'm going to this week, obviously, but
Audiobook's good.
I haven't decided if I'm going to do the audiobook or try to just get it on my Kindle or something. So
Okay.
that's what's next, though. That's a preview.
That's a
what we're
preview.
talking about next time.
If you want to, so our next episode is going to be a book club episode with friend of the podcast Colleen,
Yeah.
and we are going to talk about the Facebook memoir Careless People.
Yeah.
So if you want to be ready and prepared for our next episode, read Careless People.
Yeah. Join us.
And you'll know the tea.
Yeah.
Or just
Recap
listen.
it.
Yeah.
I can't wait. So,
All right, guys. We'll see you later.
Boy.
Bye.